coming to the studio today.
In beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina.
He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York.
He is the top talk show host on the internet today.
Here is Dee Hall.
Initiate a Jay York production. Jay York production. Jay York production.
You are in the mix with D Hall and the People's Show.
Coming to us out of studio today in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York. He is the #1 undisputed top talk show host on the air today. The voice of the People Show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is D. Hall.
Jay York production.
Hello to everybody. How's everybody doing? It's another Sunday. Good to have y'all on. Thank you for coming on, and as I always do, I like to thank my Heavenly Father for letting me being able to come on to you today. It's Combat Sunday. We got a little spin on this one today, so to be more so talkative with Miss Robertson, Yolanda, Landy Robertson on today. So we're going to be talking with her. She's a little bit into the boxing, but we're going to be talking about some other different things too. So I'm glad to have y'all aboard. Glad to see y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. But before we go any further, this is an online program. This is the work and talk of discussion. This is an online talk show that educate adult audiences, and parental advisory is advised. Some things may not be censored. Lives are not edited for children. I want to say hello to everybody. It's another Sunday. This is a double week for us, and what I mean is that we'll be on Sunday and be right back on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my girl. She's hot. She's got a hot song out, and Maserati Red. So we'll be talking with her, and get to know what's happening with her when she comes on. But anyway, here we go. T-Bone, hello to you. Thank you for coming in, and good to see you. Thank everybody that's coming in right now. So we're just talking at the moment until our guests arrive. Sunday is NFL, and you know how that go. I hope we know Carolina ain't down. Their season is going to crap. So, but I'm a Detroit fan, so hopefully my Detroit will be, get that win today. But here we go. Let's get started. I think she's here. As I said, I want to say hello to everybody and the people that come in. I will speak to you, once you come in. So let's get started. My guest is here. I'm getting ready to bring her in. Well, good evening to you. How you doing? I think you can't hear you. Your mic is off. Your mic is off.
How about that? Can you hear me now?
That's much better. I mean, you sound like a champion now.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming on, and welcome you to the D Hall People Show in conjunction with my man Jay York, Jay York Productions. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, sir. I'm so excited to be here. I didn't know I was already in, but I didn't stroll down enough, so I didn't know I was supposed to enter in. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm here.
Okay, great, perfect. And Jay, he's just stopped in, so I'm glad to see him here too. Jay York Productions, and I know he's gonna speak to you here shortly. As we, you may see me go back and forth, so I'm working myself to death over here. But before we get started, I want you to tell the people who you are and where you're from.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the D Hall Show. I'm your guest, Yolanda L. Robinson, coming to you live via the web podcast from Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton, New Jersey is my hometown. I'm a happiness specialist. One of
Yeah.
the things I really enjoy doing is making people feel happy. Because a lot of times we don't really feel good about a lot of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So one of the things I was able to do was find a way to make people feel good about themselves. And I was able to go to Harvard and get certified to do that.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some things that you have encountered during your life and how you have got to where you are right now today. And I want to say, as we talk, I want to say thank you, Paul Kapute. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. I don't know if he's listening or not, but I appreciate him because that's how we got introduced.
Yeah,
And
that's my new friend. Hey, friend, thank you.
Yeah, Paul's a great guy, great
Yes,
guy.
he is.
I know his son is fighting. I think it's in December the 2nd. I think his
Mhm.
son, Paulie Jr., is going to be fighting. But anyway, let's go. Jay says, hello, Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson.
Okay.
All right. All right, let's see here. Let me go do it like this here. Uh, Empowerment specialist. What exactly is that? Give me your definition.
An empowerment specialist is it's like a heart specialist.
Okay.
It's someone that's taking the time to learn about the different parts that you need to make that part work efficiently. And a happiness specialist is indeed truly something that's real. You know what I mean? Because I used to run around with this smile sign, encouraging people to smile every day, to
Mhm.
find a reason to smile. I would travel all over with it. I would go on a plane. I would go to Atlanta, wherever anyone wanted me to come at with this smile sign. I would go, never thinking really
Mhm.
much of it. But then I actually came across a class as a happiness specialist, and it had a smile sign, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Wait a minute, this is real?" You know what I mean? Because you're like, "Wait a minute, this is real here."
Yeah.
That's where it really became really real for me to say that people do have a career in making people happy.
Wow.
I was doing it, just because I saw people not so happy. But then I
Yeah.
realized, Harvard was like, we got a class for that girl.
Well, you know what? This is new to me because I didn't know they had a class. I didn't know that was even such a thing, shall I say, uh,
Yes.
to make people happy. I want to say hello to Nikita Michelle. She'll be on in about 2 weeks. She's going to be on my program. Thank you for coming in, Nikita, and thank you. And share the video if y'all would. Let me say this. Uh, Two things, let me say, then we're going to move on. I want y'all to share the video one time. And also, follow J York Productions. That's my dude. That's my guy. Y'all follow him. He's got a lot of good things going on for the program, and we are growing. Y'all check him out also. Um, we got football coaches, we got basketball coaches, and we got hockey coaches. You're a coach.
Hmm.
You are a coach, and you're a coach. You're a person that instructs and trains. Uh, by you being able to do that, how has it been difficult for you to be able to instruct and train people the way that you do?
Well, it can be, but my biggest audience is children,
Okay.
right? And with children, you really can't go wrong with
Mhm.
them because they're so honest. You know what I mean? And they
Mhm.
say to you, "But that's not working. Oh no, 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 no." So I tell everybody, I say, all my friends are under 10. We don't
Right.
go out together. We don't hang out together. We don't do any of those things. So to me, I learned it from children.
Okay.
because we are, as children, that's when we learn a lot of things, and then we get older, and then we may forget them or whatever the case may be. So let's go back to that childhood. Let's go back and see what we missed, what we skipped over, or what happened, whatever it is. Let's go back. So I retired from the Department of Correction, working with
Right.
special investigation at the age of 45. Right.
Okay.
And I say 45 because I stayed 2 more years and left at 47. But at 45, I was mentally gone.
Right.
Okay. And I went back to start working in the schools, but I went back and I started from kindergarten. Started all the way back from kindergarten, working with students, working with youth, and just seeing, okay, where did we go? Where did we miss the beat at as adults? Where did we go wrong and say that we forgot everything that we learned as children? You
Right.
know? And
Yeah.
that's what took me back. And I think that that's what really helped me, because now I'm able to deal with adults,
With
right?
adults. Yeah.
And the main thing is, I say to them a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you a secret that I say to people after we're done. I say to them, "Oh, we just did the Sesame Street method," and that was something I made up. And they're like, "What are you talking about?" Sesame Street teaches you without you knowing that you're being taught. So that's one of the strategies that I learned to actually help people without letting them know that that's what I'm doing.
Right. Okay. Okay. We got I want to say hello to some people, and we got a question from one of the guests here. Um, Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Maserati Rick, thank you for coming in. She'll be on my show Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central. Southern Soul artist. Thank you for coming in. Also, Hector Rico, out of the Burgess Boxing Gym there in Fayetteville. Excuse me, Spring Lake, North Carolina. Hello, my man. Good to see you, brother. The question is, Jay says, this question comes from Jay York. He says, where did you study, and how long did you study?
I studied at well, first of all, what really got me into it, because I went through some things myself in my life, homelessness and things, divorce, and losing my mother, and different things like that. So sometimes we don't really fully understand what loss is.
Yeah.
So sometimes we can get so spiral out so much, and then you say to yourself, well, who else is going through something like this? Who else could be spiraling out, and without anyone being there to catch them, right? So that's what I started doing. I started researching how to, save myself, how to help myself, and then I started, with school, So I've always, went to school. I didn't really care for school, but I knew you had to, go to school to get certain things, So
Yeah.
I've been to Princeton, Harvard, Berkeley, Mercer County,
Wow.
Finsbury, So I made sure that the studies that I did receive, they were really good studies, because a lot of times when you're coming from a place of hurt and pain, people won't accept you, and they don't want anything that you have to offer, because they feel as though you have nothing to offer, right? So for me, I felt like, okay, go back, right, and get the best that you can get, so no one can ever challenge you or say to you, I don't want what you have. If you don't want it, it's okay, but I do have it.
Right. Okay, this is good, y'all. Today we're dealing and talking with Miss Robinson about and being empowered, and she's a specialist, and she's running it down real good. I like this. Here we go. There's a statement, comments. T-Bone said, "This is what I do. It's my passion to bring people joy and happiness in the world, and that's what it's about." Jay says, "Do you have any mentoring program?"
What I did was, like I said, when I went back to school working with the children, I started Girl Scouts, so I work with Girl Scouts. I mentor, youth. I'm actually I do etiquette class, and I do etiquette mainly for young men.
Right.
You might say, why not young girls? Because because I feel like the young men need it more so, because they're the ones that's going to hold open the door. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah.
make sure everything is okay. You raise them to be someone's husband. Like I teach the young men that if it snow, I'll give you an example. If it snows outside, what do you do if it snows outside? They say to me, Miss Yolanda, we go outside and we sweep in front of the house.
Hmm.
Why do you sweep in front of the house? Because if it snows and trash or whatever's on top of it, you don't have to worry about your family hurting themselves because you know there wasn't nothing that landed on top of the snow. The snow didn't land on top of debris, trash, or whatever. So
Yeah.
I teach the young men, first, one of the things I teach them is a pledge, and then I teach them how to tie a necktie.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I have a
Oh,
tie initiative because I think
nice.
that young men feel better about themselves when they can speak a pledge
Right.
and they can groom themselves. So but you may say, why a necktie? Because that's a part of grooming. You can put a necktie on with a polo shirt, with a t whatever
Mm-hmm.
you put that necktie on, you can make it look good and you can turn a necktie into a bow tie and all
Yeah.
those different things. So for me, I think a lot of the young men feel more comfortable coming from, hearing it from me, because
Mm.
sometimes a lot of it's the delivery of situations. It's how you deliver it.
Yeah. And
Things in
that's
a
true.
fun way. You know what I mean? So I really like to do things in a fun way. So a lot of the young men that I used to be friends with, they're now teenagers. So now I'm friends with their grandmothers, their mothers, and stuff like that. I'm like, we had to break up. Our relationship
Mhm.
has ended. I had to move on. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you leave the child, but you're still with the child because you stay with the family.
Right. Right. Uh, Next questions are coming in again. Jay says, "What age group do you work with?"
I start actually the youngest that I have that I'm working with right now, you might be like, Yolanda, knock it off. He's actually 3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Mm.
So I start with them as early as soon as the mother is ready for me to start with the child, right? And I start with the child until, like, right now, I have one 7 years old, right?
Hmm.
And this 7-year-old, if you ask him like, what grade are you in? He'd be like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, eighth. He's on his level is so high, his reading level is so high that when
Mm.
he's in school, that he's constantly, evolving more and more and more. So the last school that they took him out of, I had said to him, I says, well, what do you miss about your school? He says, I miss the French toast sticks. So I called his mother up and I said, you need to get some French toast sticks. That's what he's missing, French toast sticks. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
a lot of times kids don't feel comfortable telling the parents like what they really want. They beat around the bush.
that's
Like,
true.
you know what I
That's
mean? They
true.
be like,
That's
oh,
true.
I'm good, I'm okay, I'm okay. Knowing they are just going down fast.
Yep.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? But
Yep.
then you also have to be that person to say to the parent, mm-mm, Ricky, Bobby, and Mike ain't got it.
Yeah.
They don't have it. And you have to be that person, to be that bold person to say, well, let's work with them, because a lot of times the school systems aren't very nice to our young men,
True.
right?
That's true.
And like I said, where I came from, the facility that I worked with was only men,
Hmm.
right? So you say to yourself, okay, Yolanda, do you want to see these men just constantly keep going back and forth, or do you want to make a change? So then you say to yourself, okay, find them while they're real young.
Okay. Got another. I mean, it's another one. Question says, "You have any trouble kids that suffer violence or have been violent?"
Okay, see now, I don't want to get the man show shut down. Now, come on now.
Of
I had six
Hey,
kids.
this is an open show. We say what we want to say.
I had 6 kids in a district that no one wanted to teach, and they said that these kids, they called them BD,
Right.
and I was like, I didn't know what BD meant, so I said, oh, I said blessed and delivered, because I didn't know what it meant. So I
Yeah.
changed the name to blessed and delivered. And when I say to you, whew, Jesus, they're the reason why I had to change.
Mhm.
Okay, 6 kids, 6 of them. When you're talking about from let's not even go to the fighting part, because the fighting only comes because they can't read or write. And people think that the fighting comes because they're bad. They're fighting because it could be because they're hungry.
Mm.
It could be because they don't know the schoolwork. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It could be because they had a long walk, they didn't get no sleep last night. It could be so many different variables to why that child is angry.
Angry.
Before you can even get to the discipline, we got to figure out
What
what's going on here first,
first?
right?
Right.
So I was able to take 6 students from the district. And if I show you those six students right now today,
Yeah.
you'd be like, Yolanda, stop. That's
Wow.
not true. Those children were able to graduate. They no longer had they no longer got suspended from school. They no longer had bad grades. They had perfect attendance. They ended up making an honor roll, and these kids did it themselves. I didn't do it for them. I just gave them a pledge. I gave them a reason to smile. I gave them a reason to come to school every day. I even gave the parents a reason. I made the parents MVP, the most valuable parent, because it's a whole group. It's not just the child. So say for instance, if the child would come to school without the book bag because that's what they're used to, because most teachers would say, if you don't have the book bag, would they say, okay, well just sit there all day long? No, not me. Well,
Yeah.
honey, we can't get this day started until the parent come with the other part of the tool, because your tools are in your toolbox, which is your book bag.
Right.
We'll wait. So guess what? No one else left their book bag ever again.
Wow.
Because you have to face things head on. Because we live in a society where we give people an opportunity to say no. And we can't do that with our children. We get one bite at the apple with these babies.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay?
And I like what you said when you was talking about. We're going to go back about 10 minutes ago, where you said you got to you took it back and you said you got to go back to where go back when you was younger and see what how we got messed up along the way, or somewhere. And what you're doing, it's a process that you're putting in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're doing with that, and I can see what you're trying to do. Well, you are doing it. Ain't no trying to it. You're doing it because how I know you're doing it, because you got proof of what you're doing through the kids. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a plan, and what you just sat out there is a plan, and it works. Y'all hear what I'm talking about? Y'all need to give the lady a clap right now. You dig what I'm saying?
Thank you. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I chalk it up as that, like you said, you don't give up.
Right.
You don't give up on the generation that's coming up, because you don't know if you're going to see those children again, right? So I treat people like I'm going to see them again.
Right.
And
That's
you
right.
never know where you're going to see them at.
Yeah. Got some questions rolling in here. And I love my people. I want to say hello to some people too. But first of all, hello to Jackie Bowers. She's out of New Jersey. She's right up there by you, New Jersey. I don't know what city, but she's there. She says, definitely appreciate you helping the next generation.
Thank you.
T-Bone's got a question. We're going to get to his question. Hello to you, Alicia. Alicia Van Dant. Hello to you. Thank you for coming on. Here we go. Let's go to T-Bone's question. He says, why? I guess he wants to know, why do she help others? Why do you do it? Is it just because you want to? Is it just it's in you, or what? I guess that's what he want to know.
Well, I think one of the reasons why I do it, because I'm an only child,
Right.
right? And you see, I grew up in a family where my mother made sure that everyone had. If they didn't have, I would have to share stuff with other family members and things of that nature. So I always say to myself, my mother, she's passed away, but I always say to myself, what if there's someone out there that needs assistance, that needs a kind word, or something, because a lot of times our generation is leaving us, so
Yeah.
no one is having a conversation about, you can go into your kitchen and you can make a meal out of anything that's in there. No one is saying, start buying stuff off season and saving it, buying it 2 sizes bigger, so when your child do need it, you'll have it. So those are the reasons why I do it, because I want to see our generation win. I don't want to continue to people say, oh, well, it's just getting worse and worse. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting better and better,
Yeah.
because we're paving the way. When I worked at the school, I wasn't a certified teacher. I had no business doing what I did, but they trusted me.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents, everybody knew that it was like, she's not a certified teacher, but she's certified in everything else. I had so many degrees and so many certifications and everything else. I'm sure she can teach them.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was able to actually get the mayor involved, College of New Jersey involved. Like, so many people came out to support these 6 students. And I'm saying that can happen anywhere in America.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. That can happen anywhere, provided that, you want to do it and you see the process of helping them along the way as and this is, I'm just going back to some of the things you said here the last 15, 20 minutes, and I see where you have built something here. You built something, and it's for the kids, as I can say. Wow. Akita Mitchell says, so very true. As a teacher, you must know these things, and some teachers don't. Just being honest, maybe you could do a teacher support group and share your technique
I
skills.
know, right? Maybe. Because I think that too. I love that idea. Maybe we'll do something like that because I think that too. A lot of teachers are overwhelmed and they don't get the support because prior to that, I was doing my radio and TV host on the real radio every Friday, and we were interviewing, different people coming on and teachers and people in the, working for the board and things like that. And you would hear, different types of things and stuff. And so I said, well, let me go in here and see what's really going on here.
Yeah.
And once I got in there, I saw that there was no support for anyone. It wasn't support for the parents, and it was no support for the faculty. So, and then in the middle, then there was no support for the children, right? So I went into the school, I walked into the school, and I introduced myself, and I said, "How can I help?" So when I started out as a volunteer. When I ended up leaving the school, I had my own office. I was the community lead, was doing it all. I ended up with my own office and everything. You know what I mean? So it's what you do and it's how the kids look at you. The kids can make or break you.
Yes, they can.
If the kids like you, the staff is going to like you.
Yep,
Because
that's
you're
right.
that one to calm down Ricky, Bobby, and Mike. Okay? And what we're dealing with is right now, a lot of our kids are misdiagnosed.
Right.
Okay, because there's money in failure.
Mm-hmm.
And we move on.
Wow. A question from Alicia. She said, "How can the people follow you? You got a lot of stuff going on. How can they follow you?" That's what she said.
Well, I'm on Facebook. I was on Instagram until I got hacked or spammed. And child, they don't took my whole identity, so I can't really go on there anymore. And I've been trying to get myself back in, but they don't took and put their own phone number, their own email address,
Oh yeah, it's
everything.
crazy.
Yeah. So, but right now you can just call my phone.
But she's on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
That's most
I
definitely.
stay very personable because what we don't want to do is be so far out there that no one can talk to us, get near us, or anything like that. That's not helping.
Yeah.
That's not helping.
You know, it's something I read about you, and I saw it, and I want to. How you're a people person? What makes you such a people person in your mind?
What child? I'm an Aries.
Okay.
First of all, so Aries, I tell people all the time. I said I'm impersonating a nice person. Okay, yes, it takes skills to do this. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, because people take your kindness for weakness, especially when they know that you want to be true and honest and help people. They think that that's a weakness, but it's really not.
Right.
You pull back a nub coming over here fooling with me because I'm trying to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some stuff happening, so I don't have time to play with someone who wants to just sit over here and play games. No, I'm an executor. Like I tell people, I don't stay in the planning stages too long.
Right.
You talk too long, you start doing stuff wrong. You know what I mean? You gotta execute.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's right. And that's true. And that's true. I'm not cutting you off, but you're so correct about executing and going through what you do, and we all have to do that as people. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have taking this in today. This is really a great. I love this. This is we stepped away from the combat a little bit. We're getting into some deep stuff, and I like that. I want to say hello to my man Stephen Covell, all the way out of the UK. He is the guy that built the boxing group over there. So he's over here checking us out. Thank you for coming in and being a part of the program today. Y'all like and share this video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all share them daggone dancing videos. Share this. You dig what I'm saying? This is something good for y'all. This is something good for me also. You know, no doubt. Look, I want to talk a little bit, and I want to ask you this because, I want to know. This is just what you would do in your if this was to happen to you. It probably has never happened to you, but if how would you get away? Now we're just going off the topic a little bit because I want to know this. How would you get away if you was in a domestic violence? Now I'm not saying fight back or anything like that, but how would you get away? And I just throwing that out. I just want to know something here. I just want to hear your opinion on that or your answer.
I'm gonna try to tell this story. I'm gonna take a sip of this drink.
You gotta take a sip.
Because I don't believe you asked me about this. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been in a domestic violence altercation, so I've never been in a relationship where a man or I had to bop.
Right.
Never that.
Okay.
However, I was robbed twice in one day in Atlanta.
Really?
Yes. So the first time in Buckhead,
Okay.
Open the car, took whatever. Then we ride down by Busy Bees where the Walmart is, because all my stuff was gone, laptop, mother's ring, I ain't got nothing but the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So my cousin, won't give out names because they're very famous in Atlanta. Took me to Walmart where she had never been before. My family had never been to Walmart, didn't need the child, but she went in there anyway to get me some stuff. So as I'm sitting in the car, when I got my cell phone, I'm trying to cancel whatever I got, whatever I can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Broad daylight. This is when they were having, I believe it was, the Super Bowl was in February. It was in February. The Super Bowl, the basketball, I can't remember right now. It was a couple of years ago. I'm trying not to remember. And man jumped in the backseat of the car.
He jumped in the backseat?
He jumped in the backseat of the car on the driver's side. So that meant I was in the passenger side. He was in the driver's side. So I can look over my left shoulder and see the man. Broad daylight.
Wow.
Mind you, I had just got robbed like maybe 10 minutes prior to that. So I ain't got nothing. And you already know if they jump in the car with you in broad daylight, that means they can take you out of here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I only got a few seconds to decide what's getting ready to happen to me. Am I getting ready? This is it? Because I don't know. Because the man jump. He done got in the car and closed the door.
Got in the car, closed the door. Yeah.
I only got a few seconds. So now here we go. I got a few seconds to decide where's my life going to go at right now, mind you. So I prayed real fast. Actually, I wrote a book about it too. I wrote a book afterwards. I prayed about it, and all I can hear the Spirit say is, "Go Trenton on him."
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm like, well, what is that? I mean, me and the Spirit, like, I don't even know. This day, I can't even tell you how long it was, the conversation between me and the Spirit, where he's telling me what to do. What he's like, go Trenton on him. And I'm like, well, what is that? You know what I mean? Go Trenton on him, right? I mean, I'm like, oh my God, right? So now I gotta think about. I got all this stuff going on in the matter of milliseconds. I don't even know. So the next thing I know is when okay, go Trenton on him. All right, I don't know. Okay, I turn around and I just start saying the bitch word.
Right.
I just start going bitch. I just got. I just started saying the B words because, mind you, I'm in Atlanta.
Right.
Everybody's a Southern Belle. My mother's she's from Georgia. We're Southern Belle.
Okay.
We need to smoke cigarettes in public, although I don't smoke a cigarette. Right. But I'm just saying. So to hear that mouth like that would save my life.
All right. Okay.
He ended up apologizing and he backed out the car like this and closed the door.
Wow. That was God.
That was God.
Yeah, that was God right there. That was God.
The book is called Insta God. Because instantly I could have been dead.
Yeah, you sure could. Okay, it's an interesting story. I just want to I was going to say robbery, but I just wanted to know because I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, if you try to rob me, I'm gonna cut you out.
All right, here we go. I want to say hello to DMC Can, my man. How you doing, brother? Thank you for coming on out of the Michigan area. Good to see you, man. Had a great vacation, did you, DMC? I saw you, my friend. Here we go. Let's touch a little bit just on. We got a question about Joe Frazier, Jr. Let's touch a little bit on that. Question is, how do you fit that into your schedule? You got a lot of things going on. How do you fit that in your schedule?
Well, one thing about fitting the Fraziers in, what I love them because with the boxing, it's not every day,
Right.
right? So I get an opportunity to take a break from that and then work with other things. And when it's time for the boxing, we just dive right into it. And for me, I didn't really know too much about boxing when I got involved in it.
Right.
When they reached out to me to ask them, to help out with the event that they had in Atlantic City, and I was like, okay, I mean, but how hard could it be, or how
Right.
different can it be from the other things that I had been doing, far as being a communication manager, getting the word out, and things like that. So my skills are very different than the most. I'm very urban. I would cross caution tape if the
Right.
police are out there and I got a flyer. Okay, people still need this information.
Yeah.
I will cross caution tape to get the information out there. I don't care whatever it is that the information needs to. I will go to the bars late at night. I don't care whatever it is. I will definitely, make sure I get out.
Yeah.
So for them, when I was a part of getting the word out for their amazing event that they had in Atlantic City, it was so much fun because I got a chance to meet the different boxers,
Yeah.
talk to them, and just be out there, meet all different kind of people. I mean, people, ring girls, and I got a chance to talk about the boxing ring, and I learned so much about the things that just go with the padding and all kinds of different things with the boxing. And then I found out, living in Trenton is a boxing town.
It is. It is. New Jersey is a boxing town. Trenton, Shakur Stevenson is up that way. It's just all in that area is completely boxing that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've been actually asked to even do a podcast about boxing with a couple of local boxers that are here. And I'm like, well, I don't really know too much about the boxing, but they were like, we don't care, Yolanda. We just want to do it with you so we can talk about, boxing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I don't know much. I can hold my cup in my hand.
Well, I know that's right. That's right. But I've seen you with some superstars and on your pictures in there and everything. And of course, one was Roy Jones. I did see him, and there was a couple more. One was a basketball player.
Oh gosh, which one?
Man, they're talking about him now.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Dwight Howard. So you've been around some star people and star quality people, for sure. That's great. Wow.
I love the hip hop world. Kool Herc. I mean, I've actually had a conversation with DJ Kool Herc a couple of times, intimate conversations with a whole bunch of people, like just in the industry. I've been blessed to be able to talk with Curtis Blow, Kango Kid, different actors and things like that. So because I like to stay up late.
Yeah.
And people like that be out late.
Yeah. There's a question from Nikita. She said, "Is your Facebook the same as your real name?"
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello to you.
Yolanda Landy Robinson. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hello to you, Spicy Gray. Spicy Gray, Hardened Heart. She's another host. I'm quite sure she'd love to have you on. She's
absolutely.
She's great. She'd probably love to have you on. Spicy Gray, look her up. Yolanda Landy Robinson. Lindell Jones, my man Lindell Jones wants to say hello to you out of Georgia.
I'll be there next week. Trying to give him my location like that.
They don't know what city though.
I know, right?
What's up, my man Lindell Jones? Look, we get ready to wind this thing down. It's a couple more things that I want to ask. You wrote a book too.
Yes,
you did. You wrote a book. That book is "Don't Be Bitter, Be Better."
Yes, I've written 5.
Wow, you did. Wow. Okay. Well, I know about that.
5 of them.
What inspired you? Oh, it's a series.
It's a book series. It really, actually, I really only was going to write one book. I came to Atlanta, did my book signing. I told everybody in America, I ain't doing no more books. And I've written 4 more. But it's a book series titled "Don't Be Bitter, Be Better: How to Get Lemonade Out of Lemons." And a lot of times in life gives us lemons, and we don't know how to make lemonade. And lemonade is one of the easiest things to make. You just need some sugar and some water, right? So I'm now actually I'm a grief counselor, because a lot of times people, after they deal with grief, they don't know how to move forward. But one of the things that makes me different is that I don't just deal with death. It could be, you can call me if you lost a pair of earrings. Okay? Because people don't understand, a loss is a loss.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's a loss. And then children, and I really work with children, because a lot of times people deal with loss, they forget about the children. They don't they think that, oh, the kid will be okay. And then now Ronnie, Ricky, and Mike is 20 years later, and you be like, why he acting like that? Because you never thought to make sure he was okay.
Right.
So that's one of the things I do. Like I said, I really, truly enjoy working with the youth.
That's great. That's great.
And molded.
Yeah, that's great. Got a question for you from Alicia. She says, have you ever thought about acting?
I'm a certified storyteller. I've done some acting, and the only reason why I'm laughing about that is because I was in a play.
Yeah.
And I was so horrible when I was trying out for this play that I ended up with the lead role, because the person who had actually got the part couldn't play the part, and because I knew all the lines, they had to give it to me. I was the only one that knew all the lines.
Wow.
So I was her understudy, but my acting skills were horrible. But I knew all the lines. So they were like, "We take her because we don't have no choice. She knows all the lines." So I ended up doing some acting at the college, and I played an angel, right? And I was there to save Thanksgiving. And most of the times when people think about, I told you about my acting skills were horrible, right? So I didn't even know. So when I come to play this part, I'm all dressed in black with an afro. I was the first black. That was the first black angel. I mean, I had this afro, these wings, and everything. So at the end, they always have the Q&A. So everybody was like, "Well, why are you dressed in black?"
Right.
I says, "Well, why did you think black was bad?" I said, "Who said that angels only wear white?"
That's right.
Angels can be
That's so
dressed
true. That's right.
Because we always think that black is bad. No, black is good.
No, black is good. It's good, man. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, my hair's not like this; is in an afro.
Oh, okay.
I'm really soul sister number 9.
All right. Wow. Look, it's been wonderful. I mean, I couldn't even get to what I wanted to ask, but it's been a great show today. And you talked about some things that was so strong, and it's about the kids. And what you talked about today, and I really appreciate you. Explaining everything to me in details. We touched on the kids. We touched on Joe Frazier Jr. and what you do with them. And got so many questions that just came out today. I couldn't even get to mine, and I don't even care if I don't, because they got it for me. The people brought the people. The people got it for me. Here we go. What does is any questions, Charlotte? Any questions you want to ask me before we get out of here?
No, I just want to say to you that I applaud you for what you're doing. Right? I think that is very noble of you to continue to highlight everyone, because there's not enough people highlighting people that are doing amazing things. You got to let people know that you see them.
That's right.
And I'm so glad that Paul introduced us, because as I've been following you, I'm like, wow, did this brother even sleep? You are just doing a darn thing, and you're highlighting people, and you're bringing people together.
Yeah.
And that's what God wants us to do. That's the most important thing, is for us to bring people together so we all can know about each other. I can't wait till the show is over so I can go back and read the comments.
I know that's right, because there's so many of them. I want to say hello. We've got Fayetteville, North Carolina in the house. Tariq, Hayes. You know I can't say your name, Hayes, but you know who. I know you. You know me, brother. He's part of the Michael Williams Jr. boxing in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Great guy. Love that guy. He's a terrific person. I thank him for shouting me out too. Now I thank you. Before we go, last thing. What does the D Hall People Show and J York Productions mean to you?
Well, it means to me that you all are very caring, supportive, and loving, and getting the job done.
Hey. I thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming on and being a part of the show today. Hopefully we can get you back in 2024. We Jay was on. He did a lot of questions. Some questions he shot out to you today, and he was here. And he's the one that made you look good all along for the whole week.
Thank you. Before I go to I want to just say this. I have my own holiday.
Okay.
Which is the last Saturday of July, which is a Trenton Women's Gathering, right? And then also this Friday, the 17th of November, I will be receiving the Odyssey Award in Newark, New Jersey. So I'm excited that I'm actually getting an award outside of my hometown. So I'm excited about it.
Wonderful. All right, look, we got to go. Thank you. Thank Paul. Paul, I don't know where you're at, brother, but we thank you for introducing us and getting her to be able to come on this show. And I know you're a busy lady. Thank you. We'll see you in 2024.
Yes.
See you later. Now, take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Great show. Look, y'all come back. We'll be back Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Southern Soul artist, female artist, Maserati Red, better known as Erica Potts. She'll be coming in all the way from Mississippi. Then we'll right back next Sunday, back to boxing. Got Ryan. But this is celebrity boxing. We got a fighter coming on for celebrity boxing, Ryan Dalton. We're going to talk with him. But come back Thursday night. We'll see you Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank all of y'all. Me and Jay, we want to thank y'all for watching the program, and rocking with us. Y'all make sure y'all share the video. Go follow J York Productions. That's my guy, man. Y'all go. He's working hard. He's probably working harder than me. Well, I don't know. All right, y'all take care, man. See y'all later. Lindell, my man, what's up, brother? I see you, man. Thank you for coming on. See you Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we getting ready to get up out of here. We'll see y'all, man.
Coming out of studio today.
In beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina.
He stands next to his world-famous producer, J York.
He is the top talk show host on the internet today.
Here is D Hall.
Initiate a J York production. J York production. J York production.
You are in the mix with D Hall and the People's Show.
Coming to us out of studio today in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York. He is the number one, undisputed, top talk show host on the air today. The voice of the people show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is D